Oi, Petey, why do we depend on others? Why do we depend on others? There's two type of people in this world. Those who gotta ask and those who make it happen themselves. Those who gotta ask have been made to believe that they are handicapped, crippled, like somebody who has broken their bones and now they need crutches to get around and to do things while they are recovering. And those who make it happen themselves don't see meaning in using people as handicapped, using their parents, their poor old parents, blaming them, or the therapist going to visit the therapist or psychiatrist and just trauma dumping on them in the hope that they will somehow save you. I had to realize that growing up is realizing that no one is coming to save you, bro. And you kind of have to swallow the hard pills of reality on your own. And if you can't do that, then you're somebody who has been made to believe that you are crippled, that there is something wrong with you. And another human being has put themselves above you. The thought of an authority, somebody who can hold your hand in the dark. But I'm saying that there is no dark here. You are the light that could illuminate your way through this dark and navigate it yourself. So, yes, I'm sort of biased to the side of people who believe that you should walk this thing called life on your own and that it is brave to do so. Put on your big girls, big boy pants and look life in the eye and say, look, I don't like the cards I was dealt, but I will use them. Or I like the cards that I'm dealt, and and there's sort of like F off to everybody that says, you should be humble. No, bro. If you were born rich, why should you be ashamed? If you were born with privilege, why should you be ashamed? I hate those people born with privilege and they feel sorry. Bro, just enjoy the cards you were dealt. It's not even a big deal. We are made to believe that we are handicapped, crippled, beyond repair, and that we, like a mechanic working on a car, we need service every now and then. But I'm saying, bro, in losing all hope, you will find freedom. In losing all hope in another human being that they will save you, you will find freedom. The realization and the intuitive knowing, deep understanding that nobody's coming to save you, that Calvary is not coming, is freeing. I don't like Doja Cat's music. I don't even like know anything about this girl. But there was a thing going around with Doja Cat shared a Instagram post that goes along the way. Don't worry about your career. In 20 years, the whole thing is going to flip upside down. The whole reality of life is going to be different in 20 years. And I say to myself, maybe it's going to be earlier than that. It's going to be earlier than 20 years, 5, 10 years. Everything will be different. Simply because, man, at our fingertip, just like this camera here, many people did not have access to people that may see life differently to them. And they did not have access to a variety of perspective throughout mankind were always controlled. Either the perspective of the church was more dominant, and in that country where uh, secularism is sort of absent, you see, then it becomes a theocracy, like Iran. And then the perspective at that time would be what the church, or this in this case the caliphate, the the synagogue, whatever you want to call it, believe is right. But with the invention of these devices and the internet, we have the freedom to roam and to search for our tribes. So somebody who would subscribe to my channel and then watch another video and then is offended by something that I said, I want you to understand that you first thought that we shared a perspective, and then you realize I might be a little bit different to you, and it scared you, and you left. And what do I say to those people? Good riddance that you are gone. You see, I'm happy that people leave because I don't ever want to make somebody reliant on me, crippled. Make them believe that they're crippled, and I come on here every day and tell them, "Hey, man, you're gonna make it. Everything is gonna be all right. We're all gonna." To me, that's probably one of the worst things you could do. Convince one human being that there's something wrong with them, you can help them, right? And that somehow you're morally right. There's something righteous about that. What I'm simply saying is you have to turn in you and realize that we are equals. If not, you're probably stronger than me. And for me to come on here and try to condescendingly lecture you that whatever you're going through is going to be fine, these sort of comforting lies that people have been involved in the business of comforting lies for centuries. Millions of jobs are created. This is my problem with some of these people that make videos like me, is that they're involved in these sort of comforting lies. And you can't retain somebody like that. Eventually, somebody will wake up and realize they don't need you. They're now strong. And then you're still here rambling about how life is hard, man, and we need to go to. And you're trying to relate to somebody that life is hard every day. Instead of just telling somebody, hey, yeah, look, man, life is hard, yes, but what do you want? What is irritating you? Any person that ever involves themselves with illicit substances or think they're stressed or depressed, I always say, what is irritating? What do you want? Once you're clear with what you want, you can clearly see that there is a breakthrough here. And you begin to realize that everybody wants you to be crippled. Everybody wants you to be weak and dependent on them. And we invent all these things, right, to uphold this illusion of you're broken. So, in my analogy of somebody who has broken their foot and now they have to, carry their whole weight and body with crutches, or we now have computerized crutches. There's mobility scooters, for somebody who is always down, terrified, and afraid. We now have videos and sounds, soothing sounds of particular hertz, for 44 hertz, for this, what are all this nonsense? We have clubs people could go to. Clubs. What club do you go to? We have affirmations, meditations. We have group. What? We have toys, video games, consoles, whatever you want, the Netflix. We have created many, many, many things we just comfort ourselves with. And these are the crutches I'm talking about. By the way, I'm not against entertainment. I'm about to go eat some ice cream and watch movies. I'm not against any of this. My point is using them as a crutch. That's the problem. Believing somebody that they're somehow like there's people that, oh, you're the reason why I make it through every day. Why, bro? Why is another human being the reason why you make it through? You should be the reason why you make it through every day. That's my whole point here in this video is no one should be above you and they need to be inspiring you. Nobody should be holding your hand through the dark and they're trying to bring out your trouble. What are we talking about, bro? You make yourself little, make yourself small, and then look up to somebody to rescue you. The reason why I consider my channel to be the most positive channel on all of YouTube is the simple fact that I am not here, bro, to comfort you. I'm simply here telling you, bro, you're stronger than you think. If you just come down and live in reality and accept some truth that may be harsh, life becomes a bit more beautiful, a bit more. You're light on your feet. You see things for what they are, and you're no longer saddened by that. You don't even run away from that. Yeah, the world is a terrible place. Yeah, okay, I understand that it is. Then what? What now? But then everything is about money. Okay, how are you gonna make your money? By sweat? By crook? How? If you realize it is, then what? Oh, I don't want to play. Then what? What's the next move? My whole point is, once you start to see the truth and accept them, action is the only solution. Whatever that action is, it's not up to me to dictate it for you. You see? That action might be that you do actually want to be comforted and told lies. Then that is your action. I cannot really judge you and look down on you for that. Maybe your action now is to take things into your own hand and find your own solutions. Then that too is just as valid. My problem is not to be balked. My whole thing, and it's not even a problem, I don't even have an issue with it, is that we have to realize that we are bogged down by our minds and what other people will make us believe. You're crippled? Cool. Here you go. Here's a pacifier. But I'm saying you're crippled? Yeah. Okay. Here's a pacifier. But on the other hand, I also want you to know you don't need that pacifier, you see. You are, in a way, a very powerful being playing small. And if you want to reject that truth, best of luck to you. I think the only solution for now and at this time and until you become sort of mature, and maturity is showing your level of intelligence, right? And your level of fear intake, or should I say your level of withstanding fear. Then I might recommend that you come with me. But if you are still at the level where you need to be comforted and you're fearful, then go and seek those people who will comfort you. There's great many of them, everywhere, and still there's a big market for these people. If you still believe you need crutches, computerized crutches like phones, laptops, these support groups, all of this, has someone to talk to you, go get those things, bro. But we have to be very real here. There's nothing wrong with you. People want you to be handicapped. People want you to believe that you can't walk on your own. Because the moment you walk on your own, nothing can be sold to you. The more hurt you are, the more money people make, you see. I have trauma. Oh, yes, you do. Come here. Let's talk about it. Then you come to me and say, I have trauma. And I say, what trauma? Well, my parents, well, do not blame your poor parents, but we can talk about it, but not again for like 3 years. We can talk about it once, try to understand it, cool. But if you then use that as a crutch, I will immediately see that that's what you're doing. And to those people, I say, stay far away from me. Go anywhere. Do whatever you like. Because one thing I'll never do is make somebody believe that they're crippled, or somebody who has been made to believe that they're crippled by someone else comes to me and then I affirm their belief that they are crippled. I'm not playing that game, bro. You are powerful, and I'm not one of those people. You are powerful. You are literally that. You are the whole universe. You are the wind. It's very absurd for me to even say that you are the wind. You are the energy of the whole universe, and you want to discuss it in metaphysics, in physics terminologies, that you are energy. No, the voice, sound, movement, energy. Getting up to the toilet to take a piss, energy. Nothing else. We're not here to mystify things, maybe demystify things. Ah, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.